Okay, it is 6:13 a.m. on Saturday, March 7th. I'm standing on the shores of Lake Roosevelt, and today I will be going from the shores of Lake Roosevelt to the top of Browns Peak and then back down to the shores of Lake Roosevelt. It's looking like about 37 miles, a little over 11,000 feet of elevation gain, and I'm starting and finishing at the Vineyard Trailhead, which is just off of the 188, which I will show you here. So that's the 188 right there. So the trailhead is right there, and I just came down this slope here so that I could start at the shores. Heading up. Quite the view behind me though. A little over a mile in, already up at 1,000 feet of elevation gain, and the views are incredible. So I'm getting the first view of my high point goal. So Browns Peak is, of the 4 peaks, it's the one on the right here. That's going to be my high point, the halfway point in the turnaround. And then that is the start and end point. Lots of rock falls. Rolling ankle. Okay, back to running. Dropped into this little ravine. Got a nice, clear, fresh stream. Oh, it's gonna feel great. Woo! All right, onward. I'm 7.5 miles in, just a shade under 2 hours, so making good time. Grinding. This is the part that is not the glorious part, and that's going uphill and being tired and having to stuff calories down your throat. But it's part of the process. Just getting through this one, that's all. And that's okay. Checking off a major bucket list item. A little bit higher up now. It's always fun. You know it's a major climb in Arizona when you start with cactus and it transitions to some shrub brush, and then the trees just slowly but surely get a little bigger as you keep climbing. Currently about 9 miles in, 2.5 hours, climbing a bunch now. I'm at a pretty awesome point where the lake is really far away and there's still a bunch of work to do on Four Peaks. So just trying to think of the summit and then figure out the whole back half of descending. I'll figure that out later. The trail goes along just below this kind of ridge. So I'm gonna go across the face of Four Peaks and then go up right about there and then hit the Browns Peak right there. Trail just tightens up every once in a while. Got to do some ducking and sidestepping and just getting scraped. And then you get to some down trees as well. Whew. Definitely gotta work for some of your distance on this trail. There's some smooth parts, but some of these spots do require a good deal of effort just to get through. And now we're in the pines. So awesome. The rock is all changed too. Steep section. I mean, come on. Look at that. Something tells me it's about to get real steep. Can't wait. Let's do this. First snow spotted. I'm at currently at 5,761 feet is my elevation. I've ascended 5,223 feet and I'm still climbing towards Browns. Okay, I'm at Shake Spring, 17 miles in. Still have not summited Browns Peak, but Just refilled hydration bladder and back, and then a couple of flasks as well of water and some electrolytes, and gonna go summit, and then I will be back here. All right, now I am hopping off of the Four Peaks Trail to head towards the Brown Peak summit, and yeah, this next spot will get steep, and then it'll conclude with going up the Browns Peak chute. This is Amethyst Trail. It's in pretty rough shape, so no fast miles in here, that's for sure. Okay, I've arrived at the crux of the run, which is the final chute to the top of Browns Peak. It will require some scrambling, so I'm just gonna have to take it real slow because my legs are pretty tired. So climbed a long ways. Roosevelt's gonna be on the other side of the peak, so not visible. This way we're looking out, you can see the Salt River, looking towards kind of like Fountain Hills and North Scottsdale, McDowell Mountains in the distance. So, all right, taking my time, heading on up. So like I said, steep, real steep. This is essentially climbing at this point, but it's fun. Last few steps, almost there, almost. Oh, looks like there's some people on the summit. Nice. mantra for today is, even though it's not my best day, I'm going to have the best day. I don't feel 100% right now, and you know, I'm just battling, grinding through it, because this is a project that I've been looking at for a long time, and the weather window is pretty much perfect. Running water and cool, if not just a little warm temperature. This is a good route. It's beating me up pretty good though. Taking advantage of a little bit of shade right now. There's where I'm headed. There's my lake. I am currently at 33 miles in 11 hours, and I've climbed a little over 10,000 feet at this point. It's been a long day, but the way I'm moving right now, I will get to the lake and my car before sunset, and that would be preferable. So just finishing it up. 6 more miles. I can do 6. As the sun starts to get lower in the sky, I'm able to duck out of sunlight for a while. Perfect temperature. Having a pretty rough go of it, for sure. Less than 4 miles left though, so I feel good. Good about that, at least. And a whole lot of descent, which I don't feel as great about. But closing in. Four peaks right there. Seems like a long time ago.
Kind of was a long time ago. Getting close to that lake. Getting close. Still sun on the west facing hills. But the lake is now in shadows. Look at this view. Oh. I'm not going to say that I was the first to do this, because there are a lot of people that have been running long and throwing down crazy routes. There's been a lot of years of that. I'm not by any means the first generation to be doing that, so I would assume that at some point maybe that sounded like a good challenge to someone, but I researched it and I couldn't find anything, so I'll share my route and my thoughts on the route, and it'd be cool to see some other people come out and do this one. It was a pretty epic experience. And then Amethyst Trail on the way down. That's probably where my day started to go south. Was I lost the trail a few times, and when you get off trail, it's just everything is harder. Every movement is harder. You're getting poked and scratched and all that kind of stuff, and by all the plants and trees, and you can just feel it sap your energy, and that's what happened to me for a good chunk of Amethyst Trail, connecting Browns Peak and the Arizona Trail. So that was humbling for sure, but rebounded probably about halfway down. I feel okay now. I'm going nice and slow. This ground is kind of shifty and it's also quite steep, and my legs are also very tired, so just trying to stay upright at this point. Oh man, I did it. I did it. Roosevelt Lake to the top of Browns Peak, back down to Roosevelt Lake. I will finish on the shores, and it looks like I'll be at about 39 miles. Not easy to get to this shore. All right, back at the shore, Lake Roosevelt. It is 6:41 p.m.